Standardizing the health and safety program, we started with a hazard assessment at all our facilities to identify what gaps there were. From that, we developed programs and had the training completed to ensure that we had those controls in place to prevent people from getting hurt.
He brings expertise. He's got an extremely good education. He's very well trained as a health and safety professional, and he brings realistic solutions based on his education and his experience.
The passion that he really shows is the ability to understand what needs to be done for the business and what those motivations are, and then being able to translate those to our employees and that throughout the facilities in all our different locations to give them a better understanding of the direction and what the results are that we need to achieve.
We rely heavily on our employees when we're looking at implementing corrective actions. When it comes down to it, they're the experts with running the machines and know exactly what the hazards are in the workplace. So we look to them to relate that information to us. And working with outside parties and the employees themselves, we look at putting those corrective actions, whatever they need. A good example is when we were implementing our ergonomic roll lifter. Instead of just going out and buying a roll lifter and saying, here it is, we had the employees and even the ergonomic team involved in testing a roll lifter, many of them, to see which one was the best fit for their application.
For the last 3 years, Adrian has put in place something called Employee Health and Safety Days. So each of the sites, Adrian brings in support groups from the community as well as employees, and basically the employees learn all of the new and latest things in health and safety, and we're actively involved with the community.
From a senior level in the organization, we have extreme value for Adrian because of the quality of work, again because of his leadership capabilities and the fact that he can scope and lead a project and actually achieve results is massively important to Mother Parkers.
Adrian has been able to put in place a very good contractor program where, first of all, we've set expectations and standards with contractors before they come on site on what does it mean to be on site at Mother Parkers from a health and safety perspective. The area of the facility they're going to be working in, what are the potential risks, and they have to, before they even get approved to come on site and work with us as a contractor, register themselves to say they have gone through this education. So by the time they arrive, they understand the risks, they bring the proper protective equipment that may be required, or they understand what they need from us to make the workplace safe for them to work in, and it just makes things a lot easier for everybody involved. Not the least of which is for the employees that see them working on site, they realize they're being held to a standard that's at least equivalent to what we hold our employees to.
So Adrian's involvement when it comes to the shop floor has been just super over the last number of years. He really does take the time to help people understand the direction of where we're going. He's involved at every level, and it doesn't matter what that might be. When it comes to our safety days and health and safety initiatives and all those different things that we do to get employees involved in what we need to do on a day-to-day basis, he's there and participates throughout the entire event, and he does a great job in leading and taking people down that path to ensure that they understand what they need to do on a day-to-day basis to be able to drive improvement in safety.
So Ergo Blitz is something that Adrian brought to us working with a third-party provider who is an ergonomics expert. As part of the expertise that Adrian brings, as we were doing root cause analysis into a lot of the injuries or near misses that we were having, many of them were ergo related. So what Adrian was able to design was a concept of Ergo Blitz, where we would do on a very short-term basis, bring expertise and capability to a facility, engage the employees in that facility to train them, first of all, in what to look for, to give them tools and processes to think about the evaluation and assessment of potential ergonomic risks, to engage their brains and their experience, being the people who work in the various parts of the facility, to be able to easily identify what the risks were and to provide solutions.
So I try to engage everyone in health and safety. I know health and safety sometimes is not the most or the greatest thing to talk about, and it's not the most exciting. Sometimes it can be boring, but I try to engage everyone to be participative. So I invite people to come out to the Joint Health and Safety Committee meetings if they can. We have events like the EHS Day to get people more involved in health and safety. So maybe they're just doing it at work because they have to, but it's about ingraining this into their day-to-day lives, right? So making it safety off the job just as important as being safety on the job.